Hi, Leo, and welcome to Silky Intuitive Tarot. My name is Nancy. This reading is for your sign. The focus is a reading called The Story of Us. The unit, the family, the work environment, friends, wherever it applies to you. Take what you can use, leave the rest behind. And what we're going to talk about here on YouTube is the past and present position. If you want to look at the future of this situation, that video can be found at my Vimeo channel. I'll let you know when it's ready. Other than that, a personal reading is what you might be looking for, and you can contact me through my Weebly webpage. Use the contact form. First of all, Leo, let's look at Leo's past. In the focus position, the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Leo, in the past, the recent past, something happened very quickly in Leo's life, and it put them in a position of a heartache, turmoil, disappointment, maybe even anger. It happened so suddenly. I'm not quite sure what it was regarding. Let's take a look at the position, the head, the mind, thought process. We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Knave of Swords, or the Page of Swords. They bring news, information, plans being made maybe with the Three of Pentacles, but I think that change came about suddenly for Leo. I think at a point where you were really very focused on your work, something had happened, and I feel that it ended it all very suddenly for someone. And I almost feel someone's careless and aggressive actions brought you or them, if it was your action, Leo, to a halt. But someone or something brought a sudden pain, a sudden ending, though. In a situation, maybe you were dealing with a Leo. That person feels very focused, yet aggressive. They don't like authority. They are rebellious and oftentimes come across very angry. But there was a certain feeling that there's an ending around this person. The heart space, the Ace of Wands, and the Empress. Well, Leo, if this is what you believe in, and if I said Aries before, forgive me, that was a slip of the tongue. I just finished Aries reading. This is Leo, and Leo, at the heart of it all, I think you're wishing things would be different, but there's growth potential. And what I'm going to say here, since this is the past, to me, this was Leo finally maybe meeting someone that fulfilled a need in them, a need to be nurtured, a need to be cared for, but also someone who would absolutely love them unconditionally. And so I think that in your very heart, at some point in the past, Leo, there was this very abundant love that came in for you. Plus, I think that Leos are very gifted with the written word, with the thought process. Now, body, the Six of Wands and the Star card. Physically, I'm not sure if Aries wants to go home. If that's what the body is desiring. Did Leo want to go home? I'm going to say this is very few of you. I'm not going to say anything yet until I reveal the next thing. Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Someone's stability was affected here. I think that for some reason I feel that physically Leo made a sudden departure. I want to say that they left their home, they left their place on earth. Maybe they moved away from home, but I think there is a need for stability again. And so, Leo, I see someone, whoever it was, maybe it was this Aquarian energy that wants to come back home. That's the message I'm hearing in the ear. Someone who left home abruptly is wanting to come back home uh, in the soul position. They're looking for their security, and maybe they're looking to come back home because the Four of Pentacles is all about the home. It's all about hanging on to the home. And so even though this person had left for a period of time, I think some of you know already that that person is wanting to come back home and reestablish that connection. But that's on a spiritual level. I almost feel, now I'm getting this, and this is going to be maybe for one or two people. It's a very isolated message, but I have to say it. A Leo, someone that you know who was of the sign of Leo, or Leo, this is someone very close to you, and I'm feeling either uh, Aquarian energy, possibly maybe the Gemini. I'm not quite sure. Uh, this person has crossed over to the other side, and for the past, I'm going to say maybe the past 3 months or so, if it's been within the last 3 months that this person has crossed over, they're incredibly regretful from the other side for the thing that forced them to the other side. Now they're wanting to come back. And as we know, we cannot recreate the body once it's passed on. But this person, their spiritual force, is holding on to a potential that they can come back home. And so for those of you who think you're dealing with that, you'd be dealing with a spiritual visitor. And I'm going to say possibly a ghost for some of you. You'd be dealing with this passed over loved one's spirit making themselves know, or making you know that they are home, that they have returned home, because this spirit entity is wanting to come back home. And I think that if you are a Leo, it's someone dear to your heart. If this was a Leo person who passed over, they are back in spirit form. They wanted to come back home, and now they are home in spirit form. And I think now that I'm hearing the message, I hear a larger percentage of you are dealing with a ghostly form. I am almost thinking 7 of you maybe. Okay, let's look at the present. The focus, the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. At this time, you're focusing on this financial work, this financial situation. Maybe you are, I'm not quite sure why I'm getting this message yet. I want to see actually what's next, what's going on in Leo's mind, because as a focus, we've got this person's security. If we're dealing with someone who has returned home in the spirit realm, maybe it's this spirit energy that's trying to tell Leo maybe that they're secure, that in a physical sense they're secure, because I almost feel that I'm dealing with this spirit energy from the other side. I feel that he's at the back, and I'm saying he because I'm feeling it's very much a male Leo. I cannot see his face, although I suspect I might know who this is. What he's saying to me from that perspective, from the other side, is that whoever this is speaking to, keep working, keep moving forward. Progress for you is going to be slow, and he's here to spiritually guide you. So don't make off with this spiritual element. If you know who this element is that's crossed over to the other side, he's wanting you to know you need to keep working. He's there to support you, to nurture you, and to push you along. Progress might be slow at this time with whatever you're trying to do connected to this Leo, whether it's pushing forward in a physical sense, pushing forward with your life because you've lost their partnership, but there's an energy, I feel very strong push at my back, and I can usually tell from that. In the head, the Seven of Cups, confusion, and the World card. Cycles are complete. Again, this is just saying that this person has completed their worldly cycle. Their ending for them was confusing. I don't think they even knew that they passed over when they left. I think they very much felt their own physical presence, even though their bodies had crossed over. I think that person might still be lingering because I almost feel their presence is here with me right now. I can feel the hand on the shoulder. I can feel the warm breath on the back of the neck. It's a male energy. He's completed his cycle, but he's thinking that he's left confusion. Not only the people he left behind on how he left maybe, or why he left, but he himself is confused about the way his physical body ended things. And there's maybe a little bit of conflict in the thinking of how this person passed away. Their cycle has completed. Now, at the heart of the matter, in the present, the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This person is at peace. At this point, they're at peace now. They may not have been at first, because I think they were a little bit confused over what happened to their body physically when it's separated from the soul. And so I think there's that confusion, but I think also at the heart of the matter, he's wanting to bring forth a message that there is family security there for those he left behind. This person is at peace, male or female, it doesn't matter. Although with me, I've got that male presence, and I know who it is. I know who it is. Yes, I know who it is. Okay, yeah, he remembers me. Yeah, I know. He didn't like me much, and that's what spirit guide just said. This guy does not like you. I get it. In life, he was quite despondent over my presence. Maybe he was a non-believer. But the message that he's bringing forth is that there is a form of security. Maybe he left this form of security for children that he left behind. The body is on a new journey. We've got the Fool, and the Six of Pentacles is the physical. It's the generosity. So I think as he takes this new journey, there is comfort in the knowing that he has left a bounty. I hear the word is a bounty of security for his children, for maybe a spouse or a partner that this energy has left behind, wherever that energy is for you. But this energy is now on a new journey. They want the message to be told, though. That's what this is about. This Leo energy, and I do think it's a Leo, this Leo energy is bringing forth the message that they have left a generous bounty behind for their family and friends in whatever way that resonates to you. Now let's look at the spirit, the Death card, and the Judgment. For anyone who was concerned about this person's ending, their soul is in the process of transformation. I do think that this energy will be reincarnated in this lifetime. This energy actually be reincarnated through the same family connections, as if this person had been your father in this life, and in the next life, this person is going to come back as a son or a grandson. But there is kind of a generational reawakening of this person's spirit that I feel very, very much is going to resonate with those who can connect to this. Yeah, that is all about the transformation of the spirit. In the spirit connection, yeah, that person did leave the earthly plane, but they're coming back again. And that is what the original reading up here, the past, wanted to be told, is that this person wanted to come back to someone's life, and the only way they could return is to come back again as a newborn energy. And I do feel that someone's passed over spouse is going to come back in another lifetime as their child. That's interesting. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, I got the mother with children and the thief and the foe. Okay, this person who left abruptly, maybe they were a thief emotionally. Maybe when they left, they had possession of your heart. When they left you in a horrible amount of pain. Pain definitely not deserved. And then we have this life with children. That's where I think this connection is going to take place, is with the wife with children, because I've gotten hearing someone has recently lost a partner to death, to a passing. That partner is going to recreate themselves in one way or another through the birth of a child, whether it's your own child, maybe a grandchild somewhere in the future. That energy is being rebirthed into the universe. In the present position, I've got waiting. I've got falseness, sweetheart. I think there may be lies, misgivings about the way this sweetheart passed over. This situation has been it's coming to me that this was a past life karmic situation. And seeing that this person left the earth wanting to repeat karma again, this person will come back into your life again, but in another form. Possibly even the family cat. I think you're going to have to watch for that energy. That person in the state of limbo, they choose the family cat. If you've got a brand new cat, watch for that person's characteristics to come out in that new family pet, because someone's new kitten is actually being possessed by this family member's energy. Interesting. Okay, well, that's what I've got, and I've got the child underneath saying that, oh, goodness, yes. All right, yeah, I'm going to take the 3 off the bottom. This important male energy, and I'm still feeling more dominant male energy than female energy, but it really doesn't matter. This new member of the family with the child is coming back karmically. These two souls are going to be reunited in one form or another, whether it comes through a child or whether it comes through the new family pet. I want you to watch out for that very, I want to say, this is a really bombastic energy that comes from this person. There you go. If you want more information for your life, reach out to me for a private reading. I'll get back to you. You can get that information at a Weebly website. Fill out the contact form and I'll get back to you. We're going over to Vimeo now. We want to look at the future of this situation for Leo. Thank you if you are the Leo, or if the Leo is the presence that is wanting to come back desperately in reincarnation. I think at the moment that they crossed over, they knew that they were wrongfully crossing over, and they've been fighting their way back. Now the only way that they're going to be able to come back in a physical form is through this either animal contact or this energy of a brand new child. There you go. Take care, be well, and peace.